Testing? Hi. Yeah? Okay, awesome. I had to restart OBS. As Plunder said, it does not matter the reason. If I disconnect from the internet, I have to restart OBS. And it's done. On my side, it shows everything working perfectly. And it just doesn't broadcast it. So anyway, so sorry about that. Yeah, that was the piercing I was trying to show, that's all. Now you can have that in your mind for a little bit. You're welcome. To the darkness with you. Maybe refresh. Working on my side as far as I can tell. Oh, the app? Yeah. Now you're gonna have to yell at Twitch about that. Out of my hands. Yes, stream elements. Drink the stupid water. The app has and always will be stuck. Yeah, no, The odd time I've used it, I hate it. When I found out that, like... So, when I found out that, JoJo and therefore some Twitch viewers use only the app, I was like, really? You can do that? But why? I've lived on a PC for so long that I forget that you can not have one. It doesn't really make any sense to me. My brain does not compute not having computer. Liefy crawls up and sleeps with the residual heat of the PC. Pretty much. Pretty much. I'm right now in a room filled with 3 PCs and 6 monitors. I'm sure literally all of us would love an additional monitor. I live in a computer lab. Fine. Yep, 3 PCs, 6 monitors, 2 partners. The math checks out. Trust me, I'd rather use the browser client. Oh. I never even thought about subscribing through the Twitch app. Gross. Thank you. Mostly wish we had a communal TV screen. We spent a lot of time on Discord streaming to each other, watching the same thing on our independent computers. It's kind of funny. The modern TV, just get your own. To be honest, I just want a real desk. I know. I must be getting tired. I just keep forgetting what I'm trying to do here. Must be hard to snuggle while watching something. Yes. Yes, it is. We literally will occasionally build a couch. Like, we'll clear out the cat tree and the living room heater and the other cat tree. We'll lay out pull out the mattress from the bedroom and build a couch. But it's a floor couch, so it kind of sucks because it's just a mattress with some pillows. That's the one thing that I am missing from our current apartment setup, is I don't love eating dinner at my desk. I wish we had a living room, dining room, something that we could gather that isn't at our computers. Go full goblin mode and eat on the floor? See, but that's where the raccoons live. We already have a gremlin that's gonna come lick your fucking plate. He's gonna eat shit off your fork. I like the idea, but it's not safe down there. This is a cat, though. And not someone else's fork. Exactly. Unless... Ooh. See? I have hiccups now. Fun. Why? You don't like where this is going in Sega? You don't wanna share a fork? These are serious hiccups. What the hell? Gotta find yourself a social event. True. The most difficult adult or like teenage, young adult task to try to do. Find something to do with people. You people. For me, my problem is most of what I want to do is either such a niche of thing that any groups already doing it are like well established and have been doing it for forever and they're their own group of friends and whatever, and it's like, okay, well, I'll let you do your thing. Or it's or something that nobody... how do I put this? I like knitting, right? I really like knitting and crocheting. Now, let's say I want to go do that or talk about that with a group. Bunch of 50-year-old women. Or at the very least, not a single person under the age of 45. And it's like, oh, okay, well, I'll just avoid that altogether then. Like, I've looked. It's not like I'm just going like, oh, that's just an old people thing. No, the only people that gather for it are old people. It's proven. There's a knitting event at an LGBTQ book cafe here in Denmark with lots of queer peeps. I'm jealous. What bugs me is I know we're here. I know there's lots of young knitters and stuff, but whenever I go to the local yarn store here, of which there is one, which is plenty, that's fine. But the woman that runs the store is always like so surprised. Like I literally came out of the woodwork. I think every time I've been, she's asked me, "Oh, who taught you?" And every time I've had to be like, "Well, my mom taught me a little bit, but I mostly taught myself with YouTube." Like, oh, okay. Let me know any knitting event. Hit me up. That's not in Denmark, I should be clear. I don't think I can make it to Denmark anytime soon. That would be a hilarious reason to go, though. Why'd you go to Denmark? Oh, my knitting club was meeting. What? Yeah, imagine if I have to go to Europe. Be glad I didn't get more seriously into LARPing, because then I would have had to go to Europe. You can't get into LARP and not visit a European event at some point. Well, when you do visit Denmark, visit me instead. Visit me instead of the city so far away I can't get to it. Fair enough. You make a very, very good argument. And I totally will. Are you in Denmark? You can tell that I'm from North America. I'm really shitty at European geography. Sorry. Is Europe the LARPing central? Yeah, as far as I can tell. There are several, and several big ones in North America, but Europe goes fucking hardcore when it comes to LARP. Like, that's where you go when you want to do a full-scale 300 person medieval battle. Like, North America tends to prefer Civil War LARPs, and I don't give a shit about that. That's the most boring thing you could LARP for me. That's just recent history. So yeah. Oh, you're in Copenhagen. Okay. All right, that's great. Yeah, the Civil War seems so boring. Every time I've heard about a Civil War LARP, the main event is the battle, right? Like, it's everybody camps out and lives the camping life for a couple of days, and then day 4 or the final day or whatever, everybody lines up on both sides and screams and charges. Most of America is recent history. Yeah, no, you're totally right. I just LARPing real history to me is just not what I find interesting. I think historical reenactments are important and they're cool, but the fantasy side of it, which even trying to live an accurate medieval life is still fantasy, right? Like, we don't know enough about it, and we and nobody's LARPing the peasants. They're all they're all gonna be the knights and lords and merchants, and so there is always a little bit of fantasy to it, but I just don't like North American Civil War LARPs. But they're lame. What if we LARP the Wise Woman? Oh, hi internalist, welcome. So I don't know what the Wise Woman is, and I've Googled it. It's a book set in New York? Oh, okay, I didn't think that's what you meant. It didn't feel right. Okay, like, oh, that would be really cool. The old magical medicinal people. I think it's Poland is where the yeah, Poland is where LARP goes hard. It went so hard that they LARPed modern North Americans. It is absolutely hilarious to me. There's something about it being current history that makes it go beyond lame and right back into like absurdist, and I love it. Like, they had fake cops and fake arrests. It's absolutely beautiful. But I love the idea of healing the knight's foot blisters. Yeah, I actually, when I was briefly getting into LARP, I never physically went and did it. I just thought about it and planned, you know. I was going to do some sort of a medicinal herbalist and have a big book, a journal that I drew all the herbs and stuff. Hi Squishy, welcome. I do not LARP. I just think it's cool. I think reenactments are cool, like recreating things. I think I just don't like the Civil War. That's the only reason I find that boring. But I do like reenactments of things. I feel like anyone who's ever cosplayed has considered or has done LARP. Yeah, totally. 100%. And I've made my own cosplays, and that's exactly what got me kind of interested in LARPing. The idea of, ooh, what if we keep playing the character? You know? The Civil War seems a bit yikes. Yeah, that sums it up quite nicely. I would feel... I might regret saying this. I would feel less guilty doing a fucking Crusades LARP than I would the Civil War. Sticking with it. Also terrible. What if cosplaying never ends? Yeah. That would. Recreating ancient history makes sense to me, to try to understand it. Recreating history where we still have written documentation and people that remember it seems weird. Mood crisis. Mood. Oh yeah. She goes invisible sometimes. That's fine, right? Accidentally took out 2 books that were connected to each other from the library. A new Batgirl and 1 Barbara Gordon. So you got 2 Batgirl books and found out they were related? Aren't all Batgirl books related? How could they be not related? Oh. Because the one was literally the Batgirl book, the Oracle code, which it is a little bit of a hidden one, I'll give you that. Got a Batgirl book sitting in my to-read pile by Gail Simone. Ooh. Well, there you go, Plunder. There's your next book. That was a very, very good book. Galaxy, the Prettiest Star. I read through it as well. It's very good. What? You say that DC's Pride stuff has been better than Marvel. What did Marvel even do this month for Pride? I've seen some of DC stuff. Not a thing for Marvel. Oh, you didn't bring it? Fair. DC in general is more aggressively pride positive. True. I have noticed that. Oh, I only just caught that the only recognizable character in the Pride Marvel book is Loki. Oh, really? Oh, that's disappointing. That the characters are all made for Pride sales. Yeah. With DC, feel it's like a character trait, or with Marvel, it's like we need something to sell the gays. Yeah. I'm trying to remember if any main characters in Marvel, or even like side-ish characters in Marvel, are queer. And I don't think so. But I also don't read enough comics to be sure. But in DC, isn't like... Hang on, let me double check. Yeah, in DC, isn't Catwoman and Poison Ivy a thing? Or is that just something everyone wants? Oh, I guess the Catwoman is that might just be what people want. Okay, yeah, with Harley Quinn. Okay. Yeah. Catwoman sometimes is there. America Chavez is strongly lesbian. Okay. Oh, right! The character that they decided should have the first name America because, you know... I don't know. They ran out of names, so they took one. The only one they could think of. Harley is bi. Yes. Okay. That makes sense. Or as Crisis puts it, Harley is all kinds of thirsty. Yeah, Harley is a little just all over. That's kind of her whole point. Ooh. I knew there was something more. I'm looking at the head like, something's not here. The flippin' horns. Imagine rigging the whole model and I just send it back like, the horns just kind of float. Definitely a fear. There's always that little fear when I send the model off to its home, and I'm like, I hope I saved it all. I hope I got it all. Bosky's reading that Harley Ivy part of DC Pride now. And Ivy's stream called Harley. Oh no. Wait, what? Can't be Superman. Superboy? Who are you? I'm looking at the DC Pride 22, right? And Superman's son. Sure. Actually, no, he called... Okay, sure, I guess it is Superman's son, but he calls himself Superman. It's a title he's been passed. That's not confusing as all hell. Anyway, this miniature version of Superman is very gay. Who's this random guy he's kissing? Did he just scoop him out of the crowd? What the fuck? But he wasn't there. Weird. It's a fabulous cape. It's the Superman cape, but it's rainbow on the inside. So when he flies, it releases rainbow clouds. Hi, Check Mama. I'm gonna have to, hi, Shark Mama, read some of these. Accurate. But what I'm holding right now is a collection of 5 or 6 very short little stories. And the first one is Superman. They say it's Superman's son. But he calls himself Superman. It's Superman. Superman is eternal, okay? Apparently. The underlights of capes, totally. I have to sleep starting work tomorrow. All right. Thanks so much for stopping in. Maybe you'll have yourself some new books to read. I work inbound on Tuesday. Oh, your weekend was 5 days, damn. It's 5:30 a.m. Get yourself some sleep, both of yous. The other day, I was trying to do mental math, and like very simple sub 50 mental math, and I couldn't. My brain just was basically screaming at me like, good luck with that. Good luck with all those numbers. Then I wrote it down and it was much better. But mental math is definitely something that you just lose if you don't use. And I figured. Use a calc for all math, and math was one of the subjects I was good in. Yeah. Okay. My main takeaway from math, like from learning math as a young student, was that I remember never ever showing my work because it was pointless to me. Like, they would be like, all right, what's 2 + 2? And I would write 4. And they'd go, 50%. Didn't show your work. And I'm like, what do you mean? The work is right there. The work is add 2 and 2. What work do I do? But, this is kind of funny to think of, like, I would write a math I would answer a math problem and I would go look at my own work and be like, I don't know what I did. I'd have to do it again. People used to ask me to teach them math and they stopped when they realized that, nope, that wasn't going to work. Like, no. I know math. I cannot teach math. Lost marks for doing math the way it's currently taught. We used to be taught right to left, and now it's left to right? Oh, do you mean, like, when adding two large numbers kind of a thing? Okay, yeah. We were taught add the ones, then the tens, then the hundreds, etc. And you're saying it's now taught... There's some sort of like a shorthand or just a different way of doing it that you don't have to rearrange it all and stuff. Mm-hmm. I remember being taught about remainders and stuff. I think that was around when they inverted math. Oh, I wish I could remember what it was, but that one time there was a math technique that we learned, and I skipped a step. Like, we were being taught one technique, and I remember I did that for one of the questions, and then I went, no, this takes too long, this is silly. And then I did a different technique that I don't know, it was like ways of adding, right? Like, it's fairly straightforward. You can kind of look at it and just figure out a different way to add the numbers. So I did the other way, which I found easier, and I remember losing marks for that. And it was because we were learning that next week. And I was like, you're shitting me. You're docking me for doing it too fast. I was so grumpy the next week when I come into class and it's like, all right, everyone, here's this way to do that thing we learned last week. And I'm like, oh, really? You mean the way I invented and you told me was wrong? Right? Still grumpy about that. Yikes. Remember in grade 12 math, we learned the fast way to solve parabolas, and the teacher was like, only use this to check if you have your answer or you lose your marks. Yeah, right? Why we gotta learn a worse way if there's a better way? It's exactly that. I was like, okay, I understand that there's multiple methods, but why are you telling me that this one is not correct? Time for Molly to go to sleep. Mm-hmm. Has the sun come up yet? Can you beat it? Do you think you can beat it? I believe. Oh. All right, I'll have a good night. Good morning. Good day. think I'm gonna finish the horn, or looking down here, and then call it a night myself. think I'm gonna call it a night here. Thank you all so much to everybody that came and hung out with me. I hope everybody gets the sleep that they need and deserve. Let's raid. All right, everyone. Have a good night.